Just what is it that's changed in all these years? No everyone, this video's title is not a joke. I've seriously sold my Oculus Rift CV1. The thought of doing this first started to come to me back when I pre-ordered the Oculus Quest, but I held off on it on some vague sense of wanting to have a PC VR headset ready for the future. I'd get the Quest, have some fun, and then be back to using the real horsepower of my PC on the CV1. That idea lasted about 1 week into me having the Oculus Quest, at which point my mind was made up. I got around to making the eBay listing this weekend, and as of this Wednesday, the Oculus Rift CV1 controllers and sensors will be in the possession of what will hopefully be their happy new owner. Looking back on my past 3 years with the Rift, I can't say I was particularly happy as a customer with it myself. In my initial review, you can feel the disappointment I had with what I just bought. I waited 2 years only to be disappointed. Getting touch controllers later didn't really change that impression too much, and even the third sensor and great games like Beat Saber didn't turn around that negative impression in full. Combining that with what felt like a general disinterest in the greater actions of the VR industry as a whole as I plodded along working on my own course, it seemed like the general feeling I had for the CV1 was, it's just a tool for furthering my own efforts, rather than a product I genuinely felt happy to own. By comparison, my feelings for the Oculus Quest could not be more different. I find myself putting the headset on just to play a few songs in Beat Saber, browse the web, watch a few shows, or just get a change in scenery more often than I ever recall even wanting to do so with my Oculus Rifts in the past. Showing people the headset has turned from a process of courting them into my man cave, into as casual thing as just bringing out the headset and putting it on them. When I'm not playing the Quest, I usually at least want to be playing it. Perhaps it's a different in expectations, the greater value for money, or the hype behind it, but the Oculus Quest as a product has me more enthusiastic, more satisfied, and really more happy with VR than I've been since I first got on the hype train back in 2012. When I try to understand just why that is, I think that the answer I get back to is really that I've changed, not so much that the industry has. I'm a very different person from the kid that first started looking in VR back in the day. In the now, the things that I value more are convenience, simplicity, and effectiveness. It's one of the reasons why I game heavily on my Switch and 3DS rather than my PC, and now seems to be what drove me to enjoy my time with the Quest. I can't exactly cook dinner from my bedroom, use my PC in the bathroom, or while I'm at work. Not without crazy workarounds at least, but so you could say that the reason I sold my Oculus Rift is because I've become a filthy casual and am valuing the versatility of the Quest over the potential functionality of the Rift. When I looked at the fine layer of dust that was collecting on my Rift, had a look at the power that's coming out in the newer VR headsets, and then just analyzed my own objectives, I realized that no matter what the case was, the power of the Rift, regardless of its connection to the PC or not, wasn't even going to be able to fulfill my needs either way. So when I came to that conclusion, my choice was made. Does this mean I'm never going to use PC VR again? No, of course not. I've got a ridiculously expensive and powerful VR rig to build, and it's going to need way more than a cell phone processor to get things done. But as a person who will mainly be using VR in its two extremes, for pure entertainment and bleeding edge pioneering, I think that the sale of the Rift with no other PC VR headset in line to replace it is as strong a statement as could be made on how much I think that the current form of the Oculus Quest is leaving an impression. I probably won't be getting back to the PC VR space till around 2021 or 2022, once we start seeing the full-on Generation 2 of VR headsets like the Vive 2, whatever the half-dome prototype of the Rift ends up being called, and the Index 2 start hitting the market. In the meantime, I'll keep having some fun with my portable Beat Saber machine, if you don't mind. Hit up the comments section and tell us what VR headset you currently use mainly. If you're a filthy casual like me and aren't ashamed to admit it, feel free to go down to the description below and pick up the Oculus Quest for yourself via my affiliate link. If you're a die-hard PC VR guy and won't accept anything but the best, I'll have links down below to the Valve Index as well as the Rift S if you want to get yourself a new headset. Or hey, Maybe you'll be like I was up till now and just have both of them available to you. That way you get the best of both worlds. Regardless of the form factor you're into, so long as the VR medium continues to grow and improve, I'd say we're all winning in the end. Well then everyone, we really are done here now. Till next time, my fellow adventurers and dreamers, this has been Gregory, logging out.